Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel. We are going to do your December 2020 love readings. Obviously this is a general reading. It's probably not going to resonate with everyone. I don't like to read, oh, like you're dealing with this person or this sign or that sign, because it's a collective and obviously there's going to be a lot of signs involved. If this does resonate with you, give me a like or subscribe. That would be great. Share it with another Gemini. That's also kind of awesome. Please check your 2021 Ascension reading, because I feel like that one was pretty serious. I don't normally get emotional, but the Gemini 2021 or 1221 Ascension reading really did it was a bit of a tearjerker for me. Like it got me deeply emotional. But we're going to go to your love reading. I don't like to take too much time. So we'll get 3 cards for your person, 3 cards for you, what to expect, and some clarifying cards. We'll end it out with one of the pulls from the Oracle deck, whichever sort of calls to me and makes sense. And let's not waste any time and we'll get started. Thank you so much. Dear spirits, guides, and guardians, gods, ancestors, and beloved masters, please offer me the true and genuine sight and ability to discern clearly for the Gemini. May the true sight be in me. May the true speech be mine. May everything that I speak come straight from the divine. Can I get 3 cards? Oh, here we go. For Gemini. Wow, that is... All right. So, what I see here for your person, the 9 of Swords, the Justice card, and the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to read this 2 different ways because it's 2 different stories that are coming in for me. The 9 of Wands for this deck is a shock and surprise card. It's an unexpected event. It can also be being kept up at night, or someone who is consistently thinking or mulling things over. Now the Justice card is here, and they may be looking for some form of justice, or they may be finding their own sense of justice here, or they may be dealing with some legal issues. Now, there's also this Page of Spears here. This may be a child that's a fire sign child, but this may also be their... So in one story, this is a person who has a child. In another story, this is a person who has an inability to act in their full capacity. Right? So they're a one-eyed, one-armed, one-legged creature. And they're doing the best that they can, or the best that they know how to do, but they still are not capable of doing the things that maybe two-armed, two-legged, and two-eyed being could do. However, they're still so willing to go into battle. They're so willing to fight for it, right? Even if they're not fully healed or fully present, right? Here you are on this side with the Emperor, the Magician, and the Wheel. So there are 2 different ways that I'm going to read this. Like I said, 2 different stories are popping up here. The Emperor is you finally regaining some of your power or stepping back into your power. And this may come after a time where you have felt very much not like yourself or not in control of your life. The Magician here is you either starting out on an entrepreneurial streak, so you deciding to step back into your power and get your business acumen back in order, Or this is you stepping back into your power, but also moving in and out of this situation like poof, like a magician. So popping up and disappearing, popping up and disappearing. You're trying to put an end to that cycle. And it's funny, all on your side, you have all of this major arcana. So there's a huge life shift for you where you are realizing that that kind of inconsistent energy isn't really getting you where you want to get you. And it's also you putting an end to giving away your power or stepping out of your power. So those are the two different things that I'm feeling coming up here. And it feels like the connection with this person really brought that in for you and hit that home for you. And now it does look like with the wheel, the energy between you and this person that you are having in mind is shifting. It is changing. You both seem to be dropping the burdens that you once had with this connection. It doesn't mean you're dropping the connection, but whatever was burdening this connection in the past seems to be dropping, falling away. This person that you're dealing with, there is something hidden between the two of you, but this person that you're dealing with is also extremely intuitive. This is someone who their intuition is on high alert. They may still be guarded with you, and I see them as someone who is keeping their options open. You are also keeping your options open, but it does feel like you want to work very heavily on yourself so that the connection between you and this person isn't poisoned. So let me go ahead and shuffle. You know, I got to see these, get these, put that 9 of Wands back. You know, sometimes when I put a card back, that sucker pops right back out. So I'll get some clarifications for Gemini's person and Gemini, and then some clarification on what to expect. Your person may no longer be waiting for you where it seems like they were in the past. The 10 of Pentacles here is them focusing on money and not focusing on you, Gemini. They don't have any, even though they seems like they want to fight for this, they don't have a lot of energy. You are in the reverse on their side. You are no longer being kept up by them, and it seems like, again, you're exploring your options. The King of Wands is someone who is non-committal. The King of Wands is someone who really is that's the best. They're non-committal, very passionate person, but they don't have a lot of commitment, so they're very poof in and out. You still aren't quite ready to let go of this pattern, and so because of that, the energy won't change. But when you do let go of it, this wheel over here will shift. So it seems to me that perhaps some of the gumming up and the stagnation in this connection has a lot to do with your lack of commitment for this person over here. Like they were all in and maybe you were not. And I'm not saying that that's neither here nor there. Divine timing is what it is. The King of Pentacles, they are not coming forward towards you. They're not even moving slow. The Four of Cups, they're no longer sad about it. The King of Cups, they're not going to be the one to offer their cup of love. Now, the Queen of Cups in reverse indicates that maybe they don't feel the same way about you anymore, but that is not. That is because you haven't quite shifted your energy in regards to them. They're highly focused on money. Let me get one more. Let me get like 3 more cards for this outcome, because I need to ask, like, this feels so harsh. Is there any shift or change in the connection between the Gemini and their person? They've left you out in the cold before. They still actually do have love for you, even though they're not showing it here. The Queen of Cups is like, ugh. In reverse, it's like, I don't have that loving energy for you. With the Princess of Cups, it shows me that it's still there. It's just very dormant. They won't show you that until you're willing and able and ready to offer that deeper level of commitment. So until then, it's like you can't get close to this person. Do I see that deeper level of commitment available? Sure. But there may need to be some amends made here, and there definitely needs to be an offer on your part to them, because I feel the person that you're dealing with might be more stubborn than you are, Gemini. So so good luck with that. Let me pull one from the Sufi deck, and I'm going to pull one from the Angel deck for you. Please show me what my Gemini needs to see. It's like I can hear it from the collective. It's a cold day in hell. But you may want to rethink that, because it looks like your person still does care about you. It's just they're so highly focused on money because they don't want to entertain any heartbreak from you, because you've been non-committal in the past with them, or you've been standoffish or cold with them in the past. So they don't really want to deal with your shit, excuse my language, until you are clear and you're still in the energy of the King of Wands, which tells me that you aren't. You're in player mode, and they're not really here for it. Transformation, they're waiting on that. Silence the mind, and the reverse of the Dawn of Love. Now, I don't like reading the Sufi cards in reverse, but in this case, it's like you're very good at the beginnings of love. It's the consistency part that you have a hard time with. So as things grow in the love department, it can be a little stagnant, and it's hard for you to keep reinvigorating that connection. Silencing the mind, this is actually about you all, and not about the ways that you all sometimes get a little too rammy, and you can be very, very harsh. But that's, so when you're outwardly harsh to people, it's because you guys are so deeply harsh to yourselves. So you feel like, well, they should be able to take the criticism because I freaking self-flagellate all the time. So this is not even half as bad as the things that I say to myself. People don't operate that way. Just because you speak ill of yourself or speak unkindly to yourself, that doesn't mean that you get to like talk shit to them. So this is asking you to like silence that part where you are talking shit to yourself, so that you can start having a bit more loving kindness towards the other people around you, especially when you're suffering in silence, which is really something you have to work on. And then transformation. Let love transform you forever. That's actually something that you've struggled with so deeply. And it's why you have this sort of player energy, is because you don't want to be transformed. You feel like it's some form of control, when the reality is it's just a higher form of evolution. So, and truthfully, if you would like to have the deeper connection, or the connection at all with this person that we are talking about, you are not going to get it unless you evolve, and unless you offer them a deeper level of commitment with the Hierophant. And they're going to know when that comes forward, because they are so deeply intuitive. It could be a water sign that you're dealing with, or just someone who is deeply intuitive. All right, my dear Gemini. Sorry that wasn't better for you. My apologies. But there is good news on the horizon. The power was within your hands to shift and change this connection. And you actually have more power here than you believe. So thank you so much for stopping by. Again, check out your December 21st Ascension video. And good luck to you, and hopefully we'll see you before the end of the month. Take care.